I first met her atop the snow-capped mountains of Stone March, Paleo, if you will, working her hands in soil, mud, sweat, and blood, never asking for help, asking only for forgiveness, that her flesh and bones could not labor beyond the bounds of human endurance. Next, she amazed me further at Harper's, where she saved a lame duck from a multi-removed beast. She fled forks, knives, spoons, utensils, all with her bare hands. This duck may have been her own. And at Burka, she spent a day sitting still, never moving an inch or clattering an item, just to better understand what stillness felt like. And so, without further gilding the lily, and with no more ado, I give you the seeker of service, the ambassador of aid, the matron of maintenance, the one, the only, Tessa Martini D'Agostino!
This morning we sent you with a question, and tonight we would have your answer. Is it your wish to join the Order of the Pelican? Very good. Who would have worthy speak? Oh, yes, that's the order.
Their Majesties would call forth the companions of the Order of the Pelican to bear witness.
Good order, you will now hear the worthy speaker. For Tessa. Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry who will speak for this candidate?
Chivalry.
I'm sorry. Your Majesties, I, Master Asidrix Chaldeus Julius Sitanius, yes, I read that off the page, Roman names are long, your armored general of the East, find it imperative to take the time from our preparations for war to speak for this candidate. The chivalry are asked to speak to prowess. Traditionally, we speak to prowess of service. But today, to illustrate this, I would like to speak of her service in prowess. You may not be aware, but this woman suits up at war. At Penzance, she fights rattan. And not just one battle, I have seen her on bridges, in towns, and for every tough fight that we have. I have seen her unhesitatingly fill any hole in any line. She backs every charge without hesitation, forsaking any personal glory for the success of the team. And she is a professional at that assist. And that is a value that is not to be underestimated. Ever. One of my favorite memories is of her right behind me, following me into a particularly hard charge, slamming in, grinning, laughing, and making some dudes super mad. Now that's fighting, you say, and that is absolutely true. But this is just an account. This is just an example. Because this is how she faces every single challenge. She is joyous. She is resolute, asking how can she help? How can she facilitate the wins? How can she serve? That is prowess of service. Thank you.
Of the Order of the Laurel that would speak.
Your Majesties, I would claim that right. My name is Keziah Planchette. I am your Baron of Stone March. And I look to you for Tessa today. May I there's your populace in your order? I have known Lady Tessa for 20 years. And I have cared for her 3 sons with her, and I have served alongside her at countless events, practices, and craft nights. And as a Laurel, it is my job to speak to her arts. Tessa's art is simply the joy of our game. Tessa taught me to use a serger when I was a teenager, teaching me to craft tunics for the man that would become my husband someday. She will make anything to add fun to our game, from sheeps, props, garb. Her largesse, her generosity knows no bounds. What she has done has helped foster an environment where I want to raise my own son. Her gifts include so much more beyond these things. It is countless to mention. Her art is joy, and it is her family. And it is a service that she has done my barony and this kingdom, and it is beautiful to behold. And she has appeared, and it's a good thing that you would do this day. Thank you.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense who would speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, I would claim that honor. If I may.
Please.
I am Effing Thomas, member of the Order of Defense of the East, and today I would speak for Tessa's service and perseverance. Tessa is a person who is more like glue at a local level, doing a lot of things that make everything stay cohesive. But at the end of the day is where Tessa shines, making sure that everything is cleaned up, everything is buttoned up, and that everyone gets home safely. Going far above and beyond normal means to do so in such a way that I didn't even know Tessa before I actually knew of this instance of amazing service. It is a fantastic thing that you do today, and that this person, I believe, will never falter when it comes to living up to the ideals that we expect. I think this is phenomenal, and thank you for doing so. Is there a member of the Order of the Rose that would speak?
There is, Your Majesties. Thank you. May I address your populace?
Thank you. I began my SCA life in Stone March, and Tessa is one of the bedrock of the foundations of Stone March. She is what we call a doer of little things. She recognizes what needs to be done, and it is a Rose's job to speak of courtesy, and it is that courtesy of seeing what needs to be done and getting it done that adds up to the great things of your service. I have not seen anyone ever enter your camp and not be enveloped in the warmth of hospitality. From being fed, or have you been watered, to, do you want to see the duck we have? And you just go on this ride with Tessa, and you are swept along in, as Keziah said, the joy that she brings to this game. I know that my SCA would be lessened without her presence, and it is a wonderful thing that you do today.
And last, is there a member of the Order of the Pelican who would speak for this candidate?
There are.
We would like that honor.
So, Tessa said she wanted us to fight over who is the Pelican speaker.
But I came unarmed for a battle of wits.
And I came unarmed for a battle of fun.
So we're sharing.
I'm Kara the Mischievous, Mistress Kara the Mischievous. I am a second-gen Scadian who has been in the game for nearly 40 years. And I don't have a memory with Tessa not in it. Tessa is the sort of service that we all strive to be. She does it joyfully, and she does it because she loves to do it. Even the dirty things. And she especially loves riding around in a golf cart, giggling with glee. But her joy brings people with her A lot of my service wouldn't have happened if Tessa didn't say, "Hey, Kara, can we go do this thing?" I have known you to be a peer for years. And this is the time that everyone else was like, "Yeah, no, she absolutely is." It's not that you didn't deserve it, it's that everyone just didn't look because all the service you do is so far under the radar they don't realize it. If you have gone to Burka, you have benefited from her service. Thank you.
My name is Deirdre Planchette. I am the Baroness of Stonemarch, and I'm Order of the Pelican. Thank you for letting us share this honor for Tessa. Tessa, we've known each other for quite a while. You have been there for me when I was an exchequer, and I called you my brain. And you were part of the reason that I became a Pelican. More recent, your husband and yourself are because I am my chiefs of staff, as are the Baron and Baroness. You have held multiple offices in the Barony of Stonemarch. You have been the event steward or worked at more events than I care to think about or count. Years ago, you and I walked to Burka together, and now you're a co-autocrat. And for these reasons and many more, we recommend you to the Order of the Pelican. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, we need an answer from you.
Giving up now.
Nope, sorry.
Is there a medallion?
We already got one.
Hide and seek. That's for the youth.
It's summer Pelican. There's a medallion hidden on the morning court side.
Someone was listening.
While they're looking, is there a cloak? And right here in the front. Who made the cloak?
This is by Desire.
Mr. Somalia, and Cassandra Hobbs.
Beautiful medallion.
Is there a veil?
That was earlier.
I reject your coup.
Full medallion out from the veil.
I'm going to put the blood drops towards the bottom. I don't wear veils.
You look so
I'm not
pretty.
saying I can't. I'm saying I don't.
We'll get you one.
I, Tessa Martini the Augustino, pledge my service to the Kingdom of the East. I will lift up and encourage those who need it, and I'll cheer on those who do with it. I will do my best to share my knowledge with those who wish to serve me.
We, Emerson,
And Tyndall.
hear your words, know your heart, and know what you say to be true. You will be a faithful servant to the crown and the kingdom, long after we are gone. And while we are here, we pledge to you our devoted service to you as well. We will help you. We will defend you in times of war. We will invite you to our hearth in times of peace. Know always you have a place here with us and this people.
So we say, till the world should end, the crown pass over.
In the heart's abyss, where shadows dwell, amidst the veils of selfish yearning, a soul ascends, its tale compelling, in selflessness its virtues swell. Through realms of doubt and worldly spell, a journey vast, its essence burning, in light of love its manifested yearning, to serve, to give its purpose well. In Tessa's work where idle hands quell, and all sing out in realms discerning, the altruistic soul finds grace returning to realms where selfishness expel. In charitable, true greatness lies, beyond the self where spirit flies. In service to the greater good, a journey marked by all she stood. Thus, let us strive like Tessa's work to rise above those who tend to lurk. And in philanthropic ways, find our truest light, guiding us through the darkest night. Thus, royals Tyndall and Emerson, noble hands do we raise Tessa Martini D'Agostino up with glee. To the ranks of Pelican we grant, a member of the flock, never diminished or title scant. Calligraphy and illumination by Natalia Anastasia Yevgenova. Words by the Honorable Lady Solveig of Björnadottir.
Please, greet your order and start right here.
For Tessa, newest companion of the Pelican.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Yeah.